Here we are with my Amazon book unboxing. The first one arrived Saturday in my parcel locker, and then the second one arrived today on my porch. It was too, I guess they decided they didn't want to put it in the parcel locker because last time I checked the key was still there. And this one was small enough to just put on the porch. It was too big for the mailbox, too small to worry about putting in the parcel locker. Actually, no, I take that back. That was the one that was on my porch, the bigger one. This is the 2 books. And we will see what we have to add to my library. We have Wicked Plants. The Weed That Killed Lincoln's Mother and Other Botanical Atrocities by Amy Stewart. Etchings by Brianne Morrow Cribbs. Drawings by Jonathan Rosen. Let's see what some of this looks like. Ooh, it's nice. It has a lot of old antique looking etchings and drawings in it, so this is going to be nice. And then this one, I did get the one about bugs. Wicked Bugs, The Louse That Conquered Napoleon's Army and Other Diabolical Insects. Amy Stewart, author of Wicked Plants, a New York Times bestseller, illustrated again by Brianne Morrow Cribbs. And again we have delightful vintage looking etchings. These are going to look so lovely. This one is the one I've been putting off since last year. I had it on an account, but apparently, well, things just didn't go quite as planned, and there was like a bogus email of sorts. It was my email with some extra letters attached, and I thought nothing of it, and the order was on there, but I had Amazon cancel that one, and I got myself a new debit card as well. So I waited and waited. I was going to order this and kept talking about it. I wanted to get other things first, but I'm glad I went ahead and bought this. Because like I said, we're having a theme right now, sort of. Like it's all things kind of scientific, medical, and creepy, as well as comfortable things, comfort food type things. Although I haven't done much in the way of that yet. I've done the IV bag coffee from Rich's and blood bag body wash. So those are comforting, and yet the medical theme. But we're going to try. I wanted to try to do more quarantine slipper, pajama type things. I need to poke around some more because I don't want to be irrelevant by the time I get the stuff and then have it posted and people are like, why didn't you do this sooner? So I will endeavor to get caught up. This is the one I wanted, The Drunken Botanist. The Plants That Create the World's Great Drinks, again by Amy Stewart. This one is just, it has some pictures, different herbs and plants that can be used to make alcohol. This is a spirited toast to the marriage of botany and booze. Sake began with a grain of rice, scotch emerged from barley, tequila from agave, rum from sugarcane, bourbon from corn. Thirsty yet? In The Drunken Botanist, Amy Stewart explores the dizzying array of herbs, flowers, trees, fruits, and fungi that humans have, through ingenuity, inspiration, and sheer desperation, contrived to transform into alcohol over the centuries. Of all the extraordinary and obscure plants that have been fermented and distilled, a few are dangerous. Some are downright bizarre, and one is as ancient as dinosaurs, but each represents a unique cultural contribution to our global drinking traditions and history. So, and it says there's a combination of biology, chemistry, history, etymology, and mixology, and more than 50 drink recipes. So at some point we're going to have to try some of these. Ooh, I've never heard of this. We got Cinchona Cascaria. I'm pretty sure I'd never be able to find this. Sodas and bitters. Rose, yes. Hops, elderberries, wormwood. That's used to make absinthe, obviously. Tonka beans, lemon verbena, lemon balm, coriander, cubeb, whatever that is, betel leaf, bay laurel, jackfruit. I'm not a big fan of jackfruit. I've tried that as a meat substitute, and it tasted kind of like olives mixed with something sweet, and I'm not an overly large fan of jackfruit as a meat substitute. I may like it in alcohol. We will find out. Well, I will find out more about some of these, and perhaps I might make some of these drinks. Most likely not here because I don't have time lapse, and my camera does not pause very well. Although maybe, just maybe, we might concoct a cocktail while I'm recording and then upload it. Most likely it'll be to my DIY page. Okay, what else have we got coming? We still have the Plague Doctor pre-order, which will be here sometime in the middle of the summer. And maybe not the bat. I have the order from Jessups coming. I have two. They're calling them muscle shirts, but they're women's muscle shirts. I call them more of what used to be called a swing top, which is kind of a flared, like a sleeveless, like a muscle shirt, like a sleeveless t-shirt, but it's got more of a feminine flair toward the hips. So I'm getting a couple of those, and the holy water bottle, which I may or may not take to work. There are several Catholics in my job, and I don't want to offend anybody. So we'll see. I will use it somewhere. I will use the water bottle. So that's what's coming. The Jessup's order, and at some point the Plague Doctor, I have to replenish my buffer in my debit account. I had the money, but then I went grocery shopping again. I bought myself 3 more bottles of wine. I had bought a bottle of Sideshow Shiraz. It's a collectible set, just like the Prophecy bottles are collectible. Each variety of wine is a different bottle. Also 19 Crimes, I bought 2 this time. As I said before, one of my customers told me that each bottle is a picture of a different crime, again, from Australia. And the cork apparently has the story of what the crime was on the label. So I'm going to save the corks and make another wreath similar to the one in the living room, using more of the creepy corks that I have, some that I already have from before from other varieties, and then add those as well. But if I can't find a way, if the writing is all the way around the cork, then you won't be able to read the whole story. So I might have to rethink what I'm going to do with those corks, and maybe not make them into a wreath, because I don't want to hide any of the writing. Which leads me to think, perhaps if all else fails, if they don't work well as a wreath, I might have to try to find a way to pierce them to make like beads, and then do something similar to my bats that I bought on a piece of jute. I might change that to something more creepy at some point, but I like it the way it is right now. It's kind of rustic, and maybe do something similar and make like a garland for a room somewhere. So we will do something with I will collect all the bottles, you know me, and do something with the corks at some point when I have all of them, and then save the other wine corks for another wreath. Okay, try to keep this apolitical, but yeah, give you a heads up of what's going on in my area. The rioting and looting has moved to my city, to Albuquerque. Downtown has been hit, and I hope it comes to an end soon, because we had enough problems with the situation on hand, the virus. Again, most people on YouTube tend to be, we're encouraged to not specifically mention it. You know, we're supposed to be here to entertain and get your mind off of that. So anyway, so on top of that situation, and the bag situation, which is a non-issue right now, we have the rioting and the looting because of the other situation that's happening right now. So I'm going to urge all of you and to stay safe. You're going to do what you're going to do. However, please, now more than ever, be cautious, be wary, be careful. Okay? There's so many bad things happening right now. Any and all of which could kill you, or at least put you in a world of hurt. So please, be safe, be careful, and that's it for now. My Pokemon has decided to stop in and say hi. Watch out for the kid right there, girl. We don't need to see that. Move, 9. Booty, please, Missy. Move the booty. No, we don't need to see that. Okay. Alright. Skitty says she loves you too. Keep it dark, keep it weird. And we will try to get Halloween going as soon as possible. I haven't been to Joann Fabrics yet. The lines are a bit ridiculous, and I do sunburn a lot more than I used to, considering the fact that I had basically a 2nd-degree sunburn on my face a while back. So I'm not going, that's to me part of being safe. I'm not going to turn myself into a human fritter just to get Halloween to show you guys for Halloween hauls. I will buy some, but I'm going to do it safely. I will wear a mask. I will wear a boatload of 100 SPF sunscreen to protect myself from burning. And I am not going to go out late in the day, because that's when the things happen. So that's it for now. I will upload this for you, and when I get the Jessup order, we'll see that, of course. If I come up with anything else to post here while we're waiting for that, I will do that. I may put up some more beer reviews, I'm not sure. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. I love you. Be safe.